our existence, our whole life is around the family. And I was raised in a very close family environment. And I am sharing that with my own children. And the importance of family and family values is what makes me. And so will it others. And the strength, the integrity, and our commitment to quality behind the Dilmah brand, which I started 30 years ago, is to bring the finest quality of tea to consumers, make it available on supermarket shelves. Because tea in the last 20 years has gone down the drain. They are just a mixture of tea from any country, so consumers had to pay for a brand name, not for a quality. Dilmah is different, completely different, because we are a family of tea farmers. We are the only family tea company vertically integrated in the tea industry. We own everything from plantations up to all the services, facilities required to produce a pack of Dilmah tea. And that every pack of Dilmah tea we bring to the market is ethically produced, which is the fairest form of trade. And it comes to you, to the consumers, with love and care from our plantation workers and everybody in my family. And that is the strength of Dilmah. That's a family brand with family values competing with other brands which are owned by traders. Traders and trading companies, whether they are big or small, squeeze the supply, drive them to poverty, and the poverty in most countries is caused by traders. They drive them down and come with fictitious stories to tell, fancy stories to tell consumers to sell their product. What do they sell? Not a quality. They sell their brand name. The exact difference with Dilmah, we have a conscience. And what we do, I can stand up anywhere and say, we have the cleanest tea. Our intention is to not to get rich, but as you get rich, we want to lift society. We want to lift the people who work for us, who contribute to us. So that a good section of my profits of all the group companies, 10% of the profits pre-tax must go to the MJF Charitable Foundation. The foundation which brings relief to, which changes 10 to 15,000 lives every year, year after year. So as I stand here and you as a consumer or a customer, when you go to a supermarket and buy a packet of Dilmah tea, the profit element comes direct back to Sri Lanka, my country. And I don't put it into my pocket. I share it with the poor and the wider community. That is the difference. Whereas all other brands belong to traders, money goes to the company, they go into their pockets and to the shareholders. That's a significant difference between Dilmah tea owned by a family and other brands owned by traders. As we improve our lot, we bring the workers and others. For example, today, the MJF Charitable Foundation can stand up anywhere and say that tea pickers' children who were destined to become the next generation of tea pickers are now, through the scholarships offered by my foundation, are doctors, lawyers, professionals. Where would they have seen those positions if not for the success of Dilmah? So the success of Dilmah brand, which comes from you, consumers around the world, is helping the poor to stand on their own feet. That is my story, and I am very proud of that.